Sonic the Hedgehog. He's blue, he's fast, he's Sega's mascot. Let's see, what else? Oh, that's right. His arch rival is Dr. Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman. Most boss fights in Sonic games involve this guy. One of the most memorable 2D Sonic games will be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It also has some of the most memorable boss fights. I'm not going to say it has some of the most challenging boss fights. You'll see there's a reason for that as we go through this video. There's 11 boss fights in this game, and today I'm going to be ranking every single one of them from easiest to hardest. As usual, just keep in mind this is my opinion. You may disagree, and that's fine. With that said, let's get on with the video. Number 11 is the Egg Drillster. Robotnik just drives back and forth across the screen like some kind of clueless idiot in this fight, allowing Sonic to get all kinds of easy hits in. It's one of the most pathetic and easiest fights ever. Number 10 is the Egg Scorcher Mark II. If you know where to jump at the very beginning of this fight, you can actually beat this boss in just a few seconds. But even if you don't try to choose this fight, it's still insanely easy. Robotnik comes out of the lava and just basically makes himself a sitting duck. He does shoot out some fire, but that is easily avoidable. Number 9 is the Egg Hammer. This is another boss fight that can be easily cheesed. You just gotta jump to the right or left of the screen at the very beginning of the battle to get up on top of the statues. Once you're up on top of the statues, it's pretty easy to just constantly bonk Robotnik on the head. Of course, I don't think this is the intended way to beat this fight. The way I think you're supposed to beat this fight is that you're supposed to let Robotnik bonk on the statues and an arrow will come out. And then you're supposed to jump on the arrow on the other side, and then you hit Robotnik. But even beating the boss this way is still incredibly easy. Just Robotnik just basically slowly moves across the top of the screen, making it easy for you to hit him. Number 8 is the Egg Digger. In this boss fight, Eggman goes up into the ceiling and starts digging around, knocking all kinds of debris down that you have to avoid. He eventually decides to come out of the ceiling though and slowly move around like some sort of crazy insane fool, allowing Sonic to easily hit him. Number 7 is the Egg Marine. Eggman once again proves he's not the sharpest tool in the shed as he comes out of the oil at the very beginning of the fight and allows Sonic to get all kinds of easy hits in on him. There is a laser gun that shoots out some projectiles, but that's not too hard to avoid. Then Eggman will come back up out of the oil again, allowing Sonic to easily hit him. In case you haven't already figured it out, the reason these boss fights are so memorable is because of just how dumb Eggman actually is. Number 6 is Egg Poison. This is not too difficult of a fight. The main problem will be that the floor opens and closes on the sides, and it's kinda easy to fall off if you're not careful enough. But other than that, it's a pretty easy fight, as Robotnik will just try to dump some poison on Sonic, which is easily avoidable. Makes himself an easy target as usual. Number 5 is the Egg Claw. We finally made it to a fight where Robotnik is using some of his brain. I'm not going to say he's using all of his brain, because if he was using all of his brain, he'd be attacking Sonic from much higher in the level. But this is the first boss fight where Robotnik hasn't made himself a big open target, and Sonic has been put at a disadvantage. It's still not that hard of a fight though. It's actually possible if you time your jumps just right off the flippers on each side of the level to get easy hits in on Robotnik. The only problem is if you miss, you'll go up to the top of the level and get bounced around, and then chaos may happen after that. This is still what I would call an easy boss fight though. It's definitely not too difficult. Number 4 is the Egg Bouncer. We finally made it to the boss fights where Eggman is using all of his brain. Unfortunately, this fight relies more on luck than it does actual skill. You have to jump up and hit Eggman as all these orbs or eggs or whatever they're supposed to be are swirling around him. And then after you hit him, a fake Eggman will pop out of one of the eggs. Unfortunately, there doesn't really seem to be a way to avoid the orbs or eggs or whatever they're supposed to be. You just gotta jump up and hope you don't get hit. You should be okay though as long as you have rings and are able to hold on to them. Just a shame this fight relies more on luck than actual skill. Number 3 is Mecha Sonic. This fight can be difficult because you gotta make it through the entire fight without any rings. It's still not that hard though, as long as you can figure out how to time your hits. The funniest part is that Eggman is back in a window in the back of the screen. He'll move his head like he's getting hurt every time his machine gets hurt, which is pretty funny. Number 2 is the laser prison. Eggman is just standing at the side of the screen during this fight, just laughing and doing nothing, while his machine does all the work for him and tries to take out Sonic. There's these 3 spiky platforms you have to jump up on in order to hit the laser cannon, which is not an easy thing to do. It's also easy to get hit by the bottom of them. It's not an easy fight, which is why it is so high on this list. Number 1 is the Death Egg Robot. Just like in most games, the final fight in this game is the hardest. In order to damage the robot, you have to time some precise hits, which is not easy to do. Probably the hardest part would be when Eggman lands after jumping up into the air, but as long as you can get him over towards the right hand side of the screen, it shouldn't be too hard to dodge his arms that shoot out. On top of all that, you've got to do this entire fight with 0 rings, and you also have to do this fight immediately after fighting Mecha Sonic. All it takes is just one mistake for you to lose one of your lives. Plus the timing can be kinda hard to get down, so it should be obvious why this fight tops the list. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a like, and I'll see everyone in the next video.